I'm not sure I hit all these points. What we actually want is to combine the technology to sign an invoice with the authentication to know who is signing it, to unlock the exportable key will unlock the operating system to allow you to get exposure to the liquidity that you will be putting there. You're just trying to come back to be able to interact. And so a slight improvement to a blue check mark, about a way to verify your identity, and encryption. You can bot and gamify business models to reinvigorate economy. And agencies that try to act like they don't know anything about that are already involved. And I'm not telling you to buy Bitcoin, because you don't have to use. You can hate it all you want, you know what I mean? And you can buy Bitcoin and it can go up and you can make money. If you have Bitcoin, don't sell unless you're forced, or you know what I mean? You could still keep your private keys, but just forget it. Just forget it. Don't want it to do anything for you. Don't throw it away. Don't need it to do anything until you sell it. But then you're just using it to make transactions, and you're not staying in Bitcoin. So just forget Bitcoin. Think about how it'll affect industry when there is a better way to protect trade secrets, to hold conferences, to get together with niche groups without anybody looking. And that is the reason why the post office used to be in the military. So does that mean I have some special clearance and I'm above the CIA and I've detailed back to fucking that everybody needs to refer to me? You know what I mean? As far if that depends on if you're preparing for the future. We don't know what it is. Just try to prepare for the future. Is that, are you cool? Though, I mean, because I could see how that could be stress. But it's also a turnoff too if you only ever talk about is how to make money. We never had money, so we had ways to use a coin and a ledger system to hold to be an intrinsic store of value, so we can store buying power and try to make gains against other currencies, maybe, before you trade in and out of it, And when you buy anything at the store, that's all you're doing. When you're holding it in your pocket, you took out a position already. So it's and then, of course, I don't want to be making videos about this forever. Why does it roll back around? Why am I talking about it now? You're supposed to already know, and this is supposed to make you a better manager and shit like that. Why aren't you doing so and everything? It's not really about that. I'm just talking about things that are hard for me to. It's like I have an idea, but I don't quite see it yet. So I'm talking about it, posing these ideas, and I'm saying things like that. There's no sinister motivation. Does not mean that there's not a such thing as depraved indifference, but depraved indifference is not a motivating factor type of thing. I have to make these like different distinctions and shit, because people will try to come around and placate you, or offer you a dime for a dollar, and if they're mad about the technology not doing something for them, and you're all about the technology, but you don't even know that you know, you're using it or something, and they'll be like, "Oh, shoot that to me real quick" or something. That I heard this shit is something you don't want to hold on to. You would rather trade out of it and go into this. Like, they just have to get you on a different position to get on your position. You know, but if they don't trick you, then they just stay poor, and they're just mad because they buy high and sell low, and they always have something that they want the assets to do for them before they evaluate it. Then they still want to lecture. I'm going to want to do all that. Well, it'll probably come after some adversity. Then maybe they can get on the good foot too. They could be on the right foot. Something. Maybe things could balance out if they get the right kind of experience or something. But as far as now, there's nothing really you need to do. You know, I could be on my sob story. Like, why isn't fucking I can meet somebody to talk about the shit too? It seems like they always get mad. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they always want to introduce me to a financial advisor or somebody. It's like, I don't even want to listen to talk about making. It's like, what that represents to anybody could be different. Shit. Fucking, if I wanted to move to Burkina Faso, then fucking, if somebody gave me a silo full of yams, I would be like, my guy, thank you so much, you're a lifesaver. But so I'm not going to Burkina Faso. You know, but I'm not going to say that yams don't pay the rent. Oh, yams does pay nobody's rent. It's just, you don't have, it's just non-fungible or something. It just has another form of value. Then maybe it's worth more to have it than it is to sell it at high dollar. Because then you still have to go out and acquire it. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? If it is oversold, then I just bought a lemon because I sold it for money. That's one way I was trying to work out. I'm trying to work out formulas and shit. If you hold placeholders for, you know, something that's like about placeholders, and you can come up with a whole new math or something. It's all part of it just goes into whatever it's going to be, including if I get banned because I said something in this video that I'm not allowed to say. Like, that just goes into whatever it's going to be. Because how do you know that I don't want any excuse to stop making videos? Because I get tired of talking to myself before I get tired of talking to anybody else too. My mouth is like cotton. You know what I mean? But if you think that's revolutionary, then let yourself get bad breath. I don't know. Sure, speed it up by eating a ball of yeast or something. I'm not saying you should do that. It's not really healthy. It might trick you into thinking that's healthy or something. Sometimes it could be a revolutionary way of thinking about diet. You thought I was going to tell you to get a hatchet and go hack somebody's damn leg off or something like that. If it's in your mind that that's what has to be done, nobody can stop anyway, or moralize it even. You know what I mean? You can moralize up to a point, but then you have to just be like, That shit is in their mind making them do it. What is that about? What makes them do that? Because it costs money to jail somebody. It costs money to execute. It costs money to jail. You might as well see what you're looking at. Maybe they can get value to a course study on sociology, and then transfer credits as academic from being a degenerate psychopath. Because, you know, the monstrous soul. And there will be a lecture, Hannibal lectures, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be CSI, if you want to be a criminal psychologist. But I just offended some few people. There's going to be a few people that were like, oh, God, you're talking about... I don't even know what the fuck. You know, maybe just that you swear. Yeah. You say bad words. Could you please, like, use a few less bad words, please? Because you're diluting your message with bad words. We don't want to see you holding yourself back. You're like, fuck you, you're my kids. Shut the fuck up. I'm him. Get off my channel. You could do all that. You could go all those different directions with this thought process. Anyways, my fucking cotton breath now. I'm just begging you to please get off the phone, but you just don't have like a mentalist spell to make you want to put your arm down. Like, fucking, what's the magic word to make somebody? Have you ever wondered? Like any second, I'm gonna get up and walk across the room and get soda, but because you know that it's gonna be any second, you could sit there for fucking 15 more minutes. That's fun to do. That's yourself.